It's just one of the things coming up this weekend. Minnesota State, Mankato, are they in the bottom of the women's standings? I think they are. St. Cloud State just above them. 2 games North Dakota should handle, finish in 3rd place in the WCHA, and go from there. What do you think?
It's all about building towards the conference tournament at this point in the season. I think we've almost been looking forward to this conference tournament for a while now, since they kind of had some gaffes early in the year. You already have to start thinking you need to just build to that conference tournament. So that season is coming to a head right now, and similar situation to last week, I'd say.
You have to take care of business against a team like Minnesota State. You should win those games, particularly at home. I don't think there's any doubt about that at this time of the season, for sure.
And I think there's a goal there if you want to finish as high as you can, because I think there's more of an unknown if you're the 4 or 5 seed of, you're playing teams that have a legitimate chance of beating you in the opening round. You need all these points this weekend, keep that 3rd spot heading into tournament time. It's not that I don't think that opening series won't be tough no matter what. It's just that I think you have a little better matchup, I think, going into the tournament if you're able to pick up 2 wins this weekend.
I just think the ladies have done a nice job of making adjustments to their game and how they play the game. And again, I said it last week, credit to the coaching staff that they've determined and they've seen what this team can give them, and they haven't tried to make them do things that they aren't capable of doing, and instead they molded the game around their game plan, around what these players can do, and they're doing it very well, including in goal. There's no doubt about that. So we look forward to a couple of wins, hopefully, for the UND women. And the men will be traveling to the Lawson Lunatics in Kalamazoo in Western Michigan, the Broncos.
Yeah, it was an interesting set of fans. I got my first experience with that a year or 2 ago. They're very vocal, I guess would be the nice way.
Nice arena, though, don't you think?
Yeah,
I mean, it's got the old. It's one of the few
it's very
old
cozy.
ones left. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a souped-up purple arena almost.
They're going to have to have a pace going in that game, I think, North Dakota will, because Western Michigan's big, and they'll play physical. They have one line, I think all the guys are 6'2" or 6'3" at least on, and they'll try to bash you around a little bit. Coach Blaze at UNO warned me about that. He said, don't let them catch your guys because they'll beat on them. But they're a team that's capable of winning. They went into Omaha, won a game last week. They haven't won as much as they'd want, obviously, but they're always, at this time of the year, get into playoffs, that type of thing. Andy Murray knows how to coach. There's no doubt about it. And he knows how to coach with players that aren't the high-end guys, or as many high-end guys as a lot of the other teams have, and he still manages to have some success.
What I like about Andy Murray, I think it happened before where he's been coaching in a game, and in today's college hockey, for whatever reason, officials are so apt to come over to the benches and talk to coaches after this and that and the other thing. More often than not, I think Andy Murray is always like, just get back out there.
He was originally. Let's talk a little basketball. Both the men and women both playing Portland State, Sacramento State. First, let's go home here with the women. And Portland State won that. The only win they have in the Big Sky, Ryan, is they beat them. They beat UND. This is one that you have to have, isn't it?
Absolutely. They're, I think, 8-5 in Big Sky right now. You get these 2, and then you kind of set yourself up. Montana lost to Northern Colorado on Saturday at Dahlberg Arena, which was a surprise. So it didn't create even more separation. So they're still a dog in the fight.
Dog in the fight, and then the men are on the road with the same trip, Portland and Sacramento State.
It goes back to, can they find a win on the road? And traditionally, I guess, the numbers say that, yes, they've been able to do that. This will be a very challenging one. I think Portland State's playing really well. Sac State, obviously, is one of the top teams in the conference with one of the best guard duos in the conference in Mike McKinney and Dylan Garrity. So North Dakota, if they can find a win this weekend, I still think the hope is still there moving forward.
Yeah, Weber State lost one of the best players in the league, Jeremy Singland, to a jaw injury. 4 weeks he's out, so they were only at 5 wins. So that's kind of the team that we need to focus on catching, getting above them in the standings, and we'll have a chance to be right there.
There's a Big Sky road trip coming up for the men in basketball.